nigga, I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them, letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn, lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot, we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burning rubber, hey, U.P.K shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gon' do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, hey, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, hey, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce on, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not TITHES. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go I ain't trippin' on no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, hey, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, hey, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, hey, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Hey, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, hey, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah, yeah. U.P.K shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the U.P.K way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah. Cold shit.
I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man, I get a word, yeah, this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with them. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a Debbie cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Try to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick back. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the goat, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. We at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings all fill 'em. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel.
Yeah. One West. Some people live the good life. Them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy, for have it. Millions, house and cars and bike. I got the pussy them don't want see we have it. 1,000 tall up rifle. I got them want fi see na fi we hand. You know give we food fi we yam. And when the youth use brilliance, fuck up the road like Gideon. You start call man pillion. The bad boy, true me say don't rush me a bad fly. And true me no got church, me no baptize. Don't tell me no heaven in a that sky with. Some people live the good life. Them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy. No joy for the black boy. The ghetto youth them a fuck up the road and tough up the code dust. No go below. See double 9 man a shuffle the board. And if you no know then you no fi know. Matic in a waist we no go lucky mode. This one West boy get up your load. Who no know when me no shoes and me no food and no clothes. We no do the posing, we no export. Us a wait for the right time for we explode. Hustle man a hustle charge you we make you. And we can't wait for the next show. Some people live the good life. Them and them steak and mummy pot dry. Come and tell me I gotta die for happy. No joy for the black boy. Millions, house and cars and bike. I got the pussy them don't want see we have a 1,000 tall up rifle. I got them want fi see na fi we hand. You know give we food fi we yam. And when the youth get original, fuck up the road like Gideon. You start call man criminal. In killer them a search for them heaven on earth. Man a fi a fight with the devil from birth. Poverty a time for your Lego man shirt. Your man a fi stay blessed all when the land curse. All when the land curse. I know the GLE them want see we in a one earth. The bad boy, true me said don't rush me a bad fly. And true me no got church, me no baptize. Don't tell me no heaven in a that sky with. Some people live the good life. Them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy. No joy for the black boy. Yeah I One West. We taking over. Yo, Nayata.
Yo, Gucci.
Strap to the bone, chat to me chrome. Fire one in a them head, chat to the dome. Them boy they no bad, chatter when me know. Only bad when the man friend pop pill alone. Tall rifle a roll under me clothes. One West a run road that a fi be known. Brown in bad bitch, not silicone. Rich badness, fat belly phone. they not ready for the gun life. Give them a pitchfork and a ground knife. Press the chip clock on the front line. If the road dark, it become bright. Me dog them a killer when a sunlight. We was a transform when it turn night. Chris Kalish cuff we black and white. With the red light on the front eye. Toppy show, tap about things where you nothing know. Toppy show, Kel taking a me and that a nothing show. Rifle bind them big like puppy toe. A tall rifle a mat we go fi four. Toppy show, batty boy stop chat. Where the fuck you know thing them ram up in a skin them. Time you get lead poison in an infection. Make your dopey rise quicker than inflation. And the high cost a living in bed from the inception. That's how the thing them tan. Start off slow, now the thing get strong. A one west and it never take long. Now we a do the road mad injection. Toppy show, tap about things where you nothing know. Toppy show, Kel taking a me and that a no fi show. Rifle bind them big like puppy toe. A tall rifle a mat we go fi four. Toppy show, batty boy stop chat where the fuck you know. Them boy they not ready for the gun life. Give them a pitchfork and a ground knife. Press the chip clock on the front line. If the road dark it become bright. Me dog them a killer when a sunlight. We was a transform when it turn night. Chris Kalish cuff we black and white. Make the rain fall and the room dry.
Warning.
Say this from me heart on a rum chat. Here we gun talk, get your gun shot. Make the sun dark and the ground black. We plant calm but I never agriculture. I know the eagle in a the tongue, the vehicle when young people that are the vulture. Say them even never the vulture. They coulda run pan diesel that a people punja. Away the blood clot. Do some gun back. Away the blood clot. Do some gun back. Easy we coulda speech it inna the Honda. Sleepy gunshot beat him in a slumber. Greedy fi make them dopey a the younger. Glad say me nah pre when me the younger. That no mean say no pussy can try. Pussy try run up and give with them life. Can't see penalty give with 3 points. This one West boy you must see one die. Away the blood clot. Do some gun back. Away the blood clot. Do some gun back. Don't start war with we. You will see, you'll see. My dog them are real. Better agree. Don't stop while we win. You will see, you'll see. My dog them are real. Better agree.
All right. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shabbrakatham to all the brothers, Yahweh Shemalatham, Ba'Hashem Yoshat to all the sisters, Priest Nafsu 500 Baraki Allah. You already know what it is. You understand? The best show in Canada, right after Black Watch, right? Officially, we have Officer 1000 Shar Wheezy. You understand? As Captain Hadar would say, what's going on, other one?
Hey, Shalom, priest. Yahweh Shabbat. Thanks for having me.
No sweat, sir. I mean, you got this is your show.
Hey,
One for having me. You know? One West Ground Zero, episode 30, the best show in the country, right? What about listen? I don't know what else you should be doing. This is Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, wherever you're at in the world, it don't matter. You know, you better not be going to church. You better be on your couch. You better be on your phone, on whatever device you are on, and watch this show. You better not be sucking on blunts. Not be sleeping with whores or piling up, you know, baby daddies and bodies. You understand? You better be glued to your phone, not watching whatever lasciviousness you're watching usually. You know, not watching your who you claim to be your girl's OnlyFans, because she's not your girl. You should be watching One West Ground Zero. Yes, that, and it's about to be an interesting episode. A lot of stuff has been going on in the past 24 hours. Damn, couple days. You know.
Yeah, if I could, Barack.
You
know what I mean? Like, if ever there was a time to be paying attention to the news, you know what I mean? Now is that time. And you know what's heavy about the I.S.U.P.K is like we really go deep into all these stories and give a very crystal clear, you know, analysis from the lens of a black man, from the lens of a Hispanic man. You know what I mean? Native American man. We don't have to, you know, go to Fox News and listen to, you know, our oppressor talk all that garbage on Fox News. You know what I mean? This platform is an amazing platform to get some good news. You know what I mean? It is really powerful what we're doing. And now is a time, like I said, more than ever, you know what I mean, to really be in tune to the news. The I.S.U.P.K, we got so many different podcasts, you know what I mean, starting from the top down, Black Watch, Commanding General YAHANNA, all the generals, like we really going into these news stories. And if you're not watching the news, man, you know, you're really asleep right now. Salaki.
Damn right. And the Bible, the Bible says in Romans, it is high time to wake up, meaning you should have been awake last week. You should have been as a brother in all black in these classes last week, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like all these events that are unfolding right now, it's just proving that the Bible is not a fairy tale. What do you mean, like thousands of years ago, it was prophesied that Iran would go to war? The transatlantic slave trade was prophesied over 1,000 years ago. You still say it's a fairy tale, but yet you believe the government is ran by reptilians. Christ is coming back like he left through the sky. You call us crazy, and yet you believe in lizard people, you know, being the puppet master behind Donald Trump. You believe Donald Trump is an iguana. You want to call us crazy? Damn. Now, when we tell you this is the most disgusting people on the face of the earth, what do? You call us racist. Now, come to find out, they're literally eating babies. And they blame us for their race dying out. But what happens? You know what happens? Is that you cannot blame us for the white race dying out. You're eating the babies or you're sleeping with them. Basically, you're eating the babies you're not sleeping with, and you're sleeping with the babies you're not eating. That is diabolical. Damn. It's a lot.
Yeah, but if I could add too, you know, like these people, you know, calling us crazy and all that, a lot of that bullshit is just propaganda. You know what I mean? Probably COINTELPRO, government, you know what I mean? Some kind of government-run organization, you know, pushing this garbage because, you know, we do nothing but protect our people. I saw a video of those brothers out in Syracuse. You know what I mean? We were just out on the street, maybe near a bar or a club or something, you know, just getting some food, chilling. And brother ran up to us saying, you know, he feels safe around his brothers because he knows what we're about. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, let's say black people calling us crazy. They're just looking for an excuse not to be in here. But this is the safest place that a black, Hispanic, or indigenous man could be. You know what I mean? And a lot of our people see that.
Damn right. And you know what it reminds me of? One of those food drive I think they had in Philly.
Right.
You know, the first thing, there's a brother. The first thing he says is like, yo, this is the Most High who sent y'all here. Let me see before we play, we get into these stories today. Let's see if I can find the clip. The first thing he says like, yo, you're the answer. Listen, we're the answer to the people's prayers.
That's right.
That's what you don't understand. Like you could hate all you want, but everything we're telling you is true. You see how Commander YAHANNA said, don't be surprised if Trump tried to take over the planet. This man said, after Iran, I'm done with Iran, I'm going to Cuba. This man he looked like he's fighting a war that he can't win. He already spent billions of dollars in what, 7 days? They spent like 10 to 40K on drones and paint planes on the ground.
Right.
Hey, Shalom, say about Shabbat.
Hey, Shalom, Shabbat.
Shalom, Akim, Yahweh, Shem Yashabbatam. What's going on?
Everything to wow out of one. We just getting to the quick intro, you know.
Yeah, if I could, Brock, you know, to that point, one more thing. Like, as these bombs keep going off, like the IS, you're gonna be begging to be in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? Like, we got boxes and stashes of foods and equipment, you know what I mean? Because we've been preparing for this event since 1969. You know what I mean? These grocery stores and food prices are going to go up, and the I.S.U.P.K. is going to be sitting there, you know, going to the farms that we have, getting food. You know what I mean? People are going to be begging to come to us for safety, protection, for food, for guidance. All that I don't need a man bullshit's going to go out the window, because when these bombs hit the ground, you know what I mean? All the femininity, you know, the natural femininity of a woman is going to come to the surface. You know what I mean? All that, those lies and shit that they tell on us, you know, is all bullshit. You know what I mean? People see exactly what we do, especially our oppressor. Right? You know, food drives we do where I see, you know, Europeans lined up for food, lined up for clothing, you know, to get some food for their kids. The I.S.U.P.K. is the safest place on earth. You know what I mean?
And so real quick, you know, it's like this, right? I would want to expound what you said, because first of all, it's a proof that you white people are not made to rule. How, as the people who are at the bottom of the barrel, we have to take care of your people.
Yeah.
Like, y'all come into our food drives and clothing drive, like, we have to take care of your people because your people can't take care of each other. You understand? But I just found the clip real quick, and before I play, this brings back to, because I watched Commander YAHANNA's lecture he had at the Midwest Cookout, right? I rewatched the lecture multiple times. I'll probably watch it again later. You know? In a time of war, don't you know that already we could see the deviance of our oppressor? In a time of war, it's like, haven't you seen movies? Don't you know history? Rape is rampant. You are going to need a man. You're going to need a man that's worth more than fine gold, a man with morals, that will not use you as a shield to save himself, that will not throw away the kids through the window to save each other, right? That is not going to cook the kids like on Epstein's Island if you run out of food. That's the type of man you're going to need. And these men are only found in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? So, like, let me play this clip.
You know, our power up here, he will always look out for us some kind of way.
You see what he said? He said the high power up here is always going to look out for us some kind of way. He's talking about when we came to give some food. I think that's in D.C. or Baltimore.
You know, our high power up here, he will always look out for us some kind of way. I just knew that y'all was a positive influence. Believe it, y'all presence makes a lot of difference also with these people, right? Because they won't act a fool like they usually would, you know, because y'all are here.
You see, the people who act like hooligans, who act like, you know, like the scripture says, oppression maketh the wise man mad. They don't know how to act. When we're here, everybody knew how to act. It reminds me of the footage we seen, where is it, in New York, where all the immigrants came in from South America. Instead, apparently the police came to us. I think they came to Captain Akkad, right, and said, "Yo, y'all got everybody lined up." We thought it was going to be like a zoo. The thing is that we're in decency and order. We bring order to the planet. You understand? Salakia.
And Salaka, let me just add to what you were saying earlier. You understand about during destruction time. You understand people are gonna be like more wild and whatnot. There's a video I seen this morning about the U.S. military man. You understand? He say he doesn't want to be deployed over there. You understand? Because those caramel women. You understand? He can't get his hand off of them. You understand? He's not gonna be able to. You understand? So imagine the unaliving and the rape exactly, you know what I'm saying, that these men are going to do all over, you know what I'm saying, the nation, all over, you know what I'm saying, the ghettos, you know what I'm saying, the barrios, where the poor people at, you know what I'm saying, with no protection and whatnot, you know what I'm saying. So this is why the I.S.U.P.K is necessary in our community and in the world as well.
He said he has a sweet tooth for caramel. Imagine he goes over there, you know, he rapes all the women in Afghanistan, he rapes all the women in Iraq. What do you think he's going to do right here? Like, he's going to do this the exact same.
Right.
Good night. But let's get into these stories. You understand? Anyone who wants to chime in, let us know. We also have Officer Sharatiza in the building. Shalom Yabasha Shabrakata. Sagian La.
Hey, Shalom. Yabasha Shabrakata. What's going on, brothers?
Tawad, priest.
Fight, what you call again? Fighting these damn, I lost the word. What did the priest say again? Damn, you know what? Forget about me. I talk too much. Fighting these principalities. This is what it is. It's a lakia. Shalom Yabashim to the chat as well. Yahweh Shemal Tham Bashim Yahweh. But let's get into these stories. We'll save the best stories you already know for the end as usual. But this one is crazy. I could not believe it. I mean, I can, but I can't. Meg the Stallion anime leaks depict the MC beating up people with her butt. Like, Salaki, it's not enough to be a whore in real life. You have to be a whore in cartoons.
Come on, man.
Damn.
Well,
it's bad enough to be a whore in real life. You also have to be a whore in the cartoon. This is crazy. You know. Salakia, I'm gonna let y'all.
Salakia, approved by the stallion.
Damn, that is crazy. Make the stallion. Listen, I don't know what to say. I just know the Bible says that a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, and I know what a female dog is. I have one.
Salakia, I know what a male horse is.
Damn. Is she at this point, is she a transgender? Because she identifies as a male animal. Is she a trans species? Or transgender species? What would she be? I know she's a whore.
I hope not, because she bad as hell.
I know the Bible says this too. Marvel not at a woman's beauty.
God.
But damn, yeah, she's. I don't know what. Like, jokes aside, what's wrong with our sisters? It's like, you see the thing. The white man approves of this. Like, anime is a lot of us in Israel, we watch anime, right, through the nation. Like, why would you have to portray yourself as a whore in the anime? You cannot be like some type of superhero, super black woman that you're not in real life. You can't be that. Why do you have to be a whore even in the anime, even in the cartoons? Even in make-believe, you have to be a whore. Why? That's the problem. Like, jokes aside, you know, because we got jokes for days. Listen, Adiyar, don't get me and Adiyar started. The point is, like,
Salakia. They gotta recondition the children.
Exactly.
Yeah. Salaki, if I could, you know what Sharatiza said is all I've been thinking. You know, like Commanding General YAHANNA said this so many years ago that, you know, they were gonna come for our kids, and I actually I'm pulling I have my kids in public school, and I'm pulling them out this Wednesday because they were just reading some some families have two dads and some families have two moms to my 6-year-old son. And it's like, I battle the school systems enough on all their bullshit that they teach my kids. But for me, hearing that, it was like, I've heard about this stuff for so long, but now I got some firsthand experience where, damn, you're teaching my 6-year-old child that some families have two dads. You know what I mean? Like the amount of hatred and I'll just use that word, the amount of hatred you have for children, to go and tell them some garbage like that, you know what I mean? It is absolutely diabolical. You know what I mean? Like, there was another post I had just seen. It was some famous rapper. I don't know. Maybe it was 50 Cent or T.I. or something saying, why do they have to put this? Or they said something like, there shouldn't be, this gay agenda or the LGBTQ agenda inside of cartoons. Like, this is a real thing that we're going through in 2026, where we have to, up the level on how we protect our kids. You know what I mean? Like, there's no longer this innocence of a child. Like, you're bringing sexual topics to a 6-year-old. You know what I mean? You got Megan Thee Stallion clapping her cheeks in a fucking anime cartoon. Like, this stuff is absolutely disgusting. You know what I mean? Barack Yalla, you remember we went to Passover one year, General Katham, he was telling us how, he don't watch TV. You know what I mean? And why would you watch TV in 2026 when they're putting this garbage, all over the world to see? You know what I mean? Like, we have to really up the level on how we protect our children, because they are not safe in this kingdom. Salakia.
Hey, Salakia, one. What you said is 50 said that's 50 Cent who said, yeah,
50 Cent.
It shouldn't be that. But you know what it reminds me of? Also, 21 Savage. 21 Savage said Atlanta is a child molester. It's grooming kids. Like, he said, he couldn't believe, I think at the age of 10, he's been to clubs already. Like, what's wrong with the culture? Like, you understand, especially with all these brothers talking about 21 Savage should be quiet and not say F the streets. Listen, and rap about it, or your streets that's how you make your money in your music. The man is, I don't want to say semi-repenting, but you get the point. Like, he's realizing, hey, something's wrong with our community. And Boosie and them is saying, yo, listen, you should be quiet. You understand? And another point is that I see, because, hey, first and foremost, also, shout out to Officer Shine-One's rib, Nawa, my sister, she does homeschooling, you understand? Give your sister a hand, because like Officer Shine-One said, is this, you're going to have to take your kids out the school system. Besides bombs dropping on them, because it's going to happen. The war is going to spread everywhere. Like, how do you protect your kids from what they're teaching them? Like, I seen damn, how you call these people? I don't know how to call these, the T people. I've seen some transgender, a T person. They said children should be exposed to pornography. I was like, well, damn.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
And then you're trying to make it, try to tell us that you're not preying on the children? Like, how? Like, it's bad enough that you're trying to confuse them, with men turning to women and women turning to men. Now, you want to expose them to pornography? Listen, just say that you are a pedophile. Just say that.
Right.
Because you're already fighting for the rights for it to be recognized as a sexual attraction. And I even seen something else. I just found the clip. This is a children's book. Let me see if I could. They try to push that to children. It's called These Big Nuts. Like come on.
Right.
Watch what they say.
Story time with Strawberry. Let's read Dee's Big Nuts. Dee was a squirrel who had big nuts. His nutsack was so big that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went. Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved nuts. Sarah would go around town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth. Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were.
Fire that.
Damn.
They were the biggest nuts she had ever seen. She would play with his nuts all day, and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mum would join. They would take turns holding Dee's nuts at night. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of his nuts in her mouth at once. She would giggle, her face would turn red, and his nuts would come flying out. One day, someone ran up to his nuts and started poking them.
Hey, Dad, off my nut.
You know, that's enough. But you get the point. This is what they push to kids. Like, there's literally books teaching kids about, how could I put it? Like sex and positions and whatnot. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, we didn't have, I don't remember sex ed being that freaky in school. You know, sex ed in school is like, yo, here's a condom, here's what it's for, or whatnot. And even then, I think we're still too young to learn about that. You know, but they push it even further now. Like, what do you mean this is a book? Like, you don't even have to ask for the context of it. And this is what they push to kids. Listen, outside of the I.S.U.P.K, your kids are in danger. Because you accept you're too tolerant. And then you call me if I'm a bigot because I'm not tolerant because I want to protect the kids, hey, I'll be a bigot. I don't give a damn. And then call me, you know, all types of intolerant and homophobic. I don't care about name calling. You call me a nigger for more than 500 years. You gotta care about being a bigot. You're fucking crazy. Salakia.
And if I may also, like, you know what I'm saying, these are signs also of a collapsing empire. You know what I'm saying? I remember, you know what I'm saying, like Captain Adalia Allah was doing the class, and then he was showing the symptoms of a collapsing empire, moral decay. You know what I'm saying? You see the LGBT, you see all these, you know what I'm saying, the fuckeries, you know what I'm saying? These are signs that, you know what I'm saying, that America is falling. You know what I'm saying? You seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, they want the right for, you know what I'm saying, for minor attracted, you know what I'm saying, people. These are signs that this empire is collapsing, man. You know what I'm saying? Moral decay, you know what I'm saying, depravity, you know what I'm saying, like a lack of morality are signs, you know what I'm saying, that this empire is being, you know what I'm saying, brought to its knees. So like,
Khan. Not sure if y'all ready to move on. But yeah, Megan Stallion, don't be a horses. Cover yourself. You know.
She beat them with the booty. So like,
damn. She twerk on them to death.
Yeah, damn.
Damn. Salakia.
And Salakia, I want to add to that, right? Where are, like, you know what I'm saying, those black group, like, you know what I'm saying, like those black, you know what I'm saying, movement, you know what I'm saying, where you had the Jesse and all of them, you know what I'm saying, where are they, you know what I'm saying? Why are they not talking about, you know what I'm saying, like, this is against, you know what I'm saying, our children? Why they stay quiet? Where are the pastors, the preachers, you understand, that's willing to stand up against these type of things, you understand, like the type of agenda on our children, you understand? Why they're so quiet, and why is it's only the I.S.U.P.K that's speaking, you know what I'm saying, against these things, man? So like,
yeah, so Salakia.
Salakia.
Yeah, Salakia out here, like that Black Panther party. What did they last? 2 weeks?
Damn, I forgot.
Yeah. You forgot because they're not here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where are they at? Salakia.
Yeah, did they even last as long as a fake Israelite group? That's crazy. Damn. They became what? The Black Tigers? You know what they became? Something they were never.
Which was never caring about their people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just fall off the map after 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And what? After 2 weeks, something happened with your organization, and now you no longer want to protect children?
Damn.
Where are you at? Salakia.
They're out here where they're out here performing titty surgery. Apparently, they had the breast was too big. That's what John Muhammad said. The breast was too big.
Crazy.
Damn. This one says Trump launches America's counter cartel coalition with 12 Latin leaders to take down the cartels with military force. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. None of these are people, just so y'all know. None of these is our people, right? Next to Trump, you have, I think that's the president of Guyana or Suriname. It's a coolie, right? And to his right, you have what's his name? Not Bukele. Is it Bukele? Yeah, that's the president of El Salvador. He's a Palestinian. Next to him, you have the president of Dominican Republic, a Lebanese. In white, that's the president of Trinidad, another coolie East Indian. Somewhere you have the president of Chile, who is the son of a Nazi, literally. The point is, none of these are our people. You understand? And they're about to run wild in Central and South America and kill everybody in the name of the war on drugs. Salaki.
And then as they go by, you know what I'm saying, as every day goes by, we seeing like more white people getting arrested for drug possession. Like, you know what I'm saying, not like little quantity of drug, like tons of drugs. You know what I'm saying? And then they stay free. So like
they just got like just yesterday in Windsor, they just had some drug buster of some $450,000 worth of drugs.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Every time I see these stories pop up, it's always some East Indian, some European white boy. You know what I mean? These major drug busts are always one of our oppressors. Right. You know what I mean? It's such this stupid ideology that blacks, Hispanics, and indigenous. I'll just speak to my Hispanic brothers right now that they're the biggest criminals on earth. What was that snowboarder in Canada?
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't remember his name, but they said he was the next Pablo Escobar. You know what I mean? This is a white boy. This is not a Hispanic man. You know what I mean?
Ryan Wedding.
Yeah, that's that Ryan Wedding, the biggest drug dealer this world has ever seen. Ryan Wedding. You know what I mean? Look, bring that devil's face up. You know what I mean? That is a white boy. You know what I mean? The Olympics just passed. People watching the Winter Olympics in Canada. Those are all your drug dealers. That's Ryan Wedding right there. You know what I mean? And so to think that our Hispanic brothers, are some kind of criminals, that's just the same garbage that they've always taught. You know what I mean? Slocky.
And for those, like, especially, listen, to my French Benjamites out here smuggling all the cocaine in the world to France, right, to Europe, because we smuggle more than 50% of the cocaine in Europe. More than 65% comes from us, Martinique, Guadeloupe, and Guyana. Trump is about to invade you in the name of the war on drugs. Just so you know, right? Just in case you did not know, like, he doesn't care, and you do not have enough guns to fight the white man. You better come to class. That's what you need to do. Put the guns down, come to class. Put the blunt down as well. You understand? It's a lock here. Share my screen. Talking about drugs, 42 Doug, right, is saying, I think 50 was talking shit on Big Meech, right, who's from Detroit. He said, yo, imagine letting an outside nigga water down a Detroit legend. Listen, what did Big Meech bring to Detroit? This nigga's a drug dealer. Drugs kill people. Like, whenever you see a crackhead, whenever you see a sister deprived, a child that's, orphan because his parents is on drugs, this is what you have to picture. Big Meech. Like he's working on behalf of the white man to destroy the people. What? Listen, I'm gonna give you a Detroit legend, right? Captain Hadar Yala is a Detroit legend.
Right.
Officer Bond is a Detroit legend. You understand? Every single brother and sister in this Detroit school are a legend. These are the Detroit legends. Who the hell is Big Meech destroying the community for the white man? Officer Zarak is a Detroit legend. Officer Kazakamath, Officer Kodash Gabar. Listen, I'll give you a whole. I'll just name everybody in the school. These are the Detroit legends you want to look up to, not some drug dealer that is telling kids to sell drugs, that is prostituting your women.
Yeah, it's like keep on. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was fuck Big Meech.
God, you know, I was just gonna add, like and you know, we've taught this for so long. You know, just we got to stop glorifying, you know, these famous people. You know what I mean? Glorifying like anything they say or do matters. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a problem we've always had in Israel. That we got to look up to men of integrity to be the example, to be the standard. You know what I mean? Like having a good leader is something that we've always needed. And the Most High has always left a leader for Blacks, Hispanics, and Indigenous. He's always left a man on the earth, you know what I mean, to lead the nation, which is why the I.S.U.P.K is so important. You know what I mean? To look at these celebrities, like anything that comes out of their mouth matters. You know, who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? Jay-Z doesn't know, you know, sweet fuck all about how to be a good father. You know what I mean? Let him make his music and leave it there. Salagi.
Khan. 1 second.
Yes. And Salaki, you know what I'm saying? The Bible says, you know what I'm saying, woe to him that call good evil and evil good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, while these brothers will say the I.S.U.P.K is wrong, you know what I'm saying? The I.S.U.P.K is, you know what I'm saying, is a cult. You know what I'm saying? You have, like, you know what I'm saying, brother that will glorify, you know what I'm saying, men like this, you understand? So it's time we actually say the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like, these men, you know what I'm saying, in our community, like selling drugs, doing drugs, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, like, and prostituting our women, they're not legend. They're not somebody we should glorify at all. You know what I'm saying? We should, you know what I'm saying, charge them for, you know what I'm saying, being against us. Because it's really like, you know what I'm saying, like a chemical warfare. Drug is chemical warfare. You know what I'm saying? Every other nation understands that. This is why, you know what I'm saying, Russia locked up that sister, you know what I'm saying, a couple years ago. Because drug is chemical warfare. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, this is what you're doing to your own community. You know what I'm saying? You're destroying that community. You are at war with the community, man. And then he came out, you know what I'm saying? Supposedly he's not selling drugs no more. But what has he done for the community? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? The dude was waiting for a party, you know what I'm saying? A party that never happened. You know
Right.
He ain't do nothing for the community. So he can't be a legend. You know what I'm saying? The legends are in the I.S.U.P.K, just like Officer Barkella, you know what I'm saying, just stated.
Go, Khan. We can move on to the next one. Listen, to all you women talking about, listen, I need a high valued man. You need him to make, you know, 6 figures, 7 figures, the one who are looking for a unicorn, you know. This is it right here. After 16 years of dating and only 30 days of marriage, Tony Braxton has filed for divorce from Birdman and is demanding $160 million. Damn. I don't want. I mean, he's a brother. I gotta say, Lord be with him. But damn, what they say, evil woman is given to an evil man.
That's right.
It's Salakia.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, yeah. I don't know. She ain't calling him baby no more ever since he switched to Birdman. She never called him baby. You know, but damn, that's diabolical. Listen, money can't keep a woman. You want to know the proof? Here's the proof. Shit. Even the Prime Minister of Canada got a divorce. Money and power can't keep a woman. You know, I know billionaires get divorced all the time. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Birdman. Salakia. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Salakia. I don't want
So basically, she's asking like for $10 million for the 16 years she was dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did, you see, yeah? She did the math. Like $1 million a year. Birdman should be getting reparations. That's what I think. You know, and imagine that, right? This is such a setup. How you get married on paper when you divorce? She gets everything. You know.
Hey, for better or worse, right? To death do us part.
Yeah, his wallet died indeed.
Yeah, that wallet. To death do us part.
So like, no, go ahead, please.
No, I was just gonna say when they get that money, that's the death do us part. That's to death do us part.
I just want to add also, like, you know what I'm saying, like it is wrong, you know what I'm saying, like for the sister to do that, but you know what I'm saying, like knowing the music industry, like especially we're seeing with Didi, who knows what she had to go through, you know what I'm saying, also. You know what I'm saying? She might not be speaking right now, but who knows what Birdman, you know, he been kissing Lil Wayne and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So who knows what that sister had to go through, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is wrong, but I wouldn't judge the sister, like, you know what I'm saying, right away, because, you know what I'm saying, like, these niggas, you know what I'm saying, in the music industry are some, like, weird type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, like.
And you see when it says a man shall be worth more than fine gold? It's talking about a man remorse. A man that follows the law. Birdman's he's a pedophile. He got Lil Wayne molested. You know, I guarantee he's a homosexual.
Yeah, he was kissing Lil Wayne in the mouth.
And that's not his only victim. Like, that's probably the most famous one. That's it. You know, Salakia. You can Birdman. Hey, listen, she divorced. She talking to his wallet. She said, she the bird. You know, talking about that. I seen something. Listen, this is why being in the I.S.U.P.K is so great, because sometimes you see all type of fuckery. It's like, yo, listen, do people really? You can't believe or make up what you see. Sometimes it's like, good night. You know, I seen this nigga in a dress, and I think those are fringes on a dress.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
This nigga said, "Oh, my wife tricked me." You know, no swear what. He said my other wife tricked me into being my wife. I was like, damn, he got tricked into getting another wife.
Sometimes they find me, sometimes I find them. Kari over here, I was looking for a nanny, and she basically faked like she was a nanny to get into the crib, and then hit me with the voodoo, bro.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah, bro. She pulled up and was like, oh yeah, I see the description. I fit all that. I'm like, cool. So my executive assistant interviewer, next thing you know, bro, she living in my room. And I'm like, damn, this motherfucker got me.
I got to put a pin in that right there. She applied for a job knowing that she wanted you. How many women did he have at the time?
It was like 5 in
You
rotation.
had 5 women at the time. Why did you want to be a part of this man's household?
I just liked his teachings and like his leadership. I had been trying to talk to him for a while. So when he posted that he needed a nanny, I sent him my little yellow dress. I told him that I could be a nanny. And it's been on since then.
Man, see, you really just confirming what I tell dudes all the time. Like, you got to get chose. Right. She choosing hard. See, that's what I be saying. A woman got to like me that much. If she ain't going through that many hoops to get me, it ain't going to be a long lasting relationship. But just based on the start, you know, that's going to be a great relationship.
So like, I don't even know what it's like. She said it was in a sundress. She's like, I want you.
Man, this dude got on a potato sack with fringes on.
This thing is wearing a sackcloth. Right. And what do you mean? He had 5 women at the time. Did they leave him? I wouldn't be surprised, because he looked effeminate as hell. Yeah.
And so, like, I want to add this too, right? You know what I'm saying? For all you brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's lying to your woman. You know what I'm saying? You have another rib or you have another girl, you know what I'm saying, in your life, you know what I'm saying? Women are attracted to men, you know what I'm saying, that has multiple women. You know what I'm saying? They're attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? They're in their mind, they're wondering, what is it about that man for him to have other women? You know what I'm saying? So they're low-key like that thing. You know what I'm saying? They're just like she said, he's a good like leader, like this leadership. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not easy to have like multiple women, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be a great leader. Of course, in the world, you know what I'm saying, in the world, they will make those women do any type of deviancies, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, the UPK, man, you know what I'm saying, we do that perfectly and righteously. So like it.
Damn right. Like now go ahead, other one.
No, I didn't have anything.
Oh God. I said, take example on Officer Shy-1. Officer Shy-1 damn near built the kingdom by himself. He has 20 kids and 10 ribs. I was like, damn, this is who I want to be when I grow up. You know, I want to be like him. Salakia. And Officer Shy-1 wears a garment with fringes, pants with the borders of blue. He don't be wearing no sackcloth with fringes. That's is that a new fake Israelite group? What is this? So,
I have no idea, man.
Yeah, I was wondering. I don't know if he's in some fake Israelite group or you know where he got that outfit from. You know, so somebody correct that brother, help him out. Salaki.
Boy, that boy I heard them Arabs selling carpets, so
you're right.
We got him in a Aladdin carpet on.
And he has the Nick Cannon headpiece. He has the Nick Cannon headpiece with a rug on. That's crazy. Yeah, there's that. Yo, listen, I don't know, but it sounds weird as hell. This man like, yeah, she tricked me into being a nanny. She just wanted to work. Like, it sounds like you just, what you call the nanny again? Is it called a housemaid? Like it's not like you're hiring housemaids and you're just sleeping with them and then they leave. That's what it sounds like. Because you said at the time he had 5. Where are they now? Where are they now?
It's definitely some freaky stuff going on in that house between them women and that man. You know, because when it comes to multiple wives with brothers in the world, these sisters are definitely having freak offs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're sister wives.
Yeah.
And
they're sister wives.
That also shows the lack of discipline. If you're gonna hire somebody, you know what I'm saying, to be your maid, you know what I'm saying, the next step wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, her in your bed. You should have enough discipline to say, nah, I pay you to be a maid. Even though, you know what I'm saying, she might, you know what I'm saying, like walk butt naked, correct her and say like, and tell her like, you know what I'm saying, that's not why, you know what I'm saying, why you're here. You here to, you know what I'm saying, to clean up, to cook, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. You're not here for that. That shows the lack of discipline, so, you know what I'm saying, on this part.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly. And he tried to blame it on her. Yo, I was looking for a maid. She came. Next thing you know, as opposed to making the bed, she's laying in it. It's like, yo, come on.
He just had to go in the bed too.
Right.
He ended up in the bed somehow.
Right. Let me help you make this bed real quick. Slide up in here.
You became the maid.
He slid up in here. Yeah, he slid up in here.
Let me help you. You slide up in here with you.
He slid up in her.
Right.
So lucky, and he probably, you know, behind closed doors, he's with his brother, you know, just in regular clothes, saying, "Yeah, I just had to put this carpet on to pull these women." You know what I mean? Like, brothers will sell drugs for women. Brothers will put on a rug over their head. You know what I mean? A brother will act sassy to get women. A man will play whatever part he can. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he's just so damn lustful. You know what I mean? He's trying to do anything he can. You know, any lie he can tell a woman to get her, he'll do it. Salakia.
I don't know what teaching he's teaching, but all I know is that, yo, if you have to be wearing a dress, like I still can't listen. You know what he looks like? He looks like what's the nigga name again? He said, "Don't drink water because you're not a dog," or something like that. He looks like that. The nigga with dress, Yaki or something like that.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't drink water because your tongue is supposed to lap the water like a dog. If not, you're not supposed to drink." I'm like, what? That's what he looks like. He looks like a lunatic. He looks like a junkie.
Magical.
Salaki, it looked like a Drewski skit. with himself.
Yeah, God.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
I pray the Lord. You see this, you watch this, and you do a skit like that. Yeah.
I thought that was him at first.
Couch with a rug.
Right.
Damn. Yo, we could move on. This is diabolical. It's a lot here.
Yeah, that's my sister.
Hates arguing. So if he takes a chance to confront you about something, he's showing you he cares because he's about to compromise his peace just to try to get through to you. A man who doesn't care ain't gonna say nothing. He doesn't care. He's gonna deal with you when he wants while he searches for someone else.
I don't know. Nobody is arguing. You know. This is y'all take notes. This is me. She's saying, yo, that man that checks you, he loves you.
God.
If he don't tell you to put some clothes on when you walk around, you know, like Megan Thee Stallion to kill people with your butt, you don't give a damn. You don't give a damn about you. You understand? Salakia.
Salakia. I'm starting to think that sister's watching the UPK, man. She watches General Muhammad. A lot of things that she's saying is straight out of class. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So you know what I'm saying? Like if you see that, you know what I'm saying? If you see this, sis, don't just watch, you know what I'm saying, and redo the videos on your in your own, you know what I'm saying? Come to class, man. You know what I'm saying? Do your 90 days, and you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to teach. You could be able, you know what I'm saying, like give your point of views and whatnot, which are excellent for the sister outside. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just watching from the sideline, get into school, man.
She's married.
Yeah, come on.
I know. I thought I had to let you know.
No, I know. it's just because that sister speak a lot of truth, you know what I'm saying? She speak a lot of truth, like you know what I'm saying, like in her videos, and you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. But I realize a lot of things she's saying, like you know what I'm saying. I don't know if it's her or a man. Somebody in that household is watching the UPK.
Kind of a kind.
Yeah, they definitely watching us because a lot of people that's making these that's doing these videos, man. The things they saying, I don't heard it only in the I.S.U.P.K. They definitely watching the UPK.
You know that's gonna bring to one of the main clips we have for today as well, which is a telltale sign that everybody is watching the UPK. But we have a few more clips before you play that one.
Finds a good thing, not just any woman. Y'all know it says he who finds a wife finds a good thing, not just any woman, for a reason. And it's because being born a female does not automatically make you a wife. A wife provides help. She supports her man. She adds to her man.
She's like, you're not wifey material because you have a vagina. That's what she's telling you. Salaki.
Not lying.
Isn't that scripture she quoted? Isn't that in the Apocrypha?
Khan. Yeah. Listen.
They definitely watching the UPK. She probably don't even read the Apocrypha. But she most definitely heard somebody say this.
She just paraphrased whatever class she was watching. That's it. She don't even know the scriptures. She said, yeah, you see what they said? Right. Hey, listen, that's on point. I'm going to just say that and I'm going to go viral. Which is not wrong, you know, but just sit in class. Don't do that. You know, she's not wrong though. You go viral. You understand? But just at least say, I learned this from the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge in the community.
Give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean?
Now, if you don't want to say it, I mean, hey, no sweat. Shalom. It's a lot.
Yeah, so like everybody I've ever talked to, you know what I mean, and you know, tried to give them, you know, some of the wisdom from this school. They always take it, you know, in such a positive way. You know what I mean? But you could be giving some marriage counsel to somebody in the world, and they're gonna look at you like, damn, that's the greatest counsel I've ever gotten. But they're not gonna come to class or get with us because they're not trying to give up pork. You know what I mean? They're not trying to give up whatever is said. They don't want to stop smoking weed, stop sleeping with white women. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for that, they'd be in these classes. You know what I mean? Like y'all say, they're listening. Trust me. They're listening. They're paying attention. There was a sister just yesterday I saw, you know, a sister that I kind of go back and forth with. She's saying how she just gave up pork. And she's talking about how, you know, she got to learn to be disciplined and this and that. And it's like, just come to class, sis. You know what I mean? Stop the bullshit. You know what I mean? We know you're listening. We know you're watching. You know what I mean? Like we do nothing but try to help our people. You know what I mean? There's definitely lots of people watching. You know what I mean? Even if they're just watching to say, you know, what kind of fuckery is Adiar saying today? Oh, Adiar was on the street calling some white man the devil. They're watching that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're definitely watching. Sluggy.
Oh God, and you know how true it is, because last night I was on the Bigo app. Some cat came and said he's been studying the UPK for years.
Mm-hmm.
10 years. The only problem is, he said, commending General YAHANNA told us to take the vaccine. It's the mark of the beast. I was like, well, damn. Listen, you never had a vaccine in your life, so I don't know what's in the vaccine. Nigga, you had vaccines at school. You didn't question that. Yeah. The mark of the beast, they're going to put a chip in you. You're on Bigo. There's a chip on the device that you're using. You see, me personally, like, if I'm bored, I might entertain the fuckery and just show you how stupid you are, because I don't have time to argue with someone talking about the mark of the beast is a chip. You have a phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're not using cash every single day. You're using a debit card, you're using tap or whatnot. Yes, I don't have time to argue with a lunatic. If you want to believe that the government is ran by reptiles, go ahead. Who am I to stop you? There's work to do. I truly don't care anymore. I don't argue with lunatics. Because then you're gonna come to class and say, I agree with everything, but I believe this is the mark of the beast. Some cat came to class one time and tell us, I agree with all the precepts, but I disagree with not being able to sleep with heathens. I say, well, damn. Shalom. I don't care. You want to be another casualty? The white woman was dating this brother. She shot him with her shotgun in the face and said it was a freak accident when I was cleaning my gun. Why is the gun even loaded when you're cleaning it? What are you talking about? In the head too? Listen, hey, if you want to be that, I can't stop you. I could tell you to not do it and try to prevent you from dying. But hey, lustful suicide is diabolical. Salaki. A few more.
Less than an hour from Montreal, on the shores of Lake Champlain, the village of Saint-Armand hides a treasure trove of information for those interested in Quebec's Black history. According to local legend, Nigger Rock is the name of a burial site where large numbers of Black slaves were buried between 1794 and 1833. These slaves would have arrived with the first Loyalist settlers in 1784. Although the tale has been debated by neighbors and has been the source of family quarrels for many generations, Dominique Soulier, the president of the Historical Center in Saint-Armand, has been moving heaven and earth to preserve and integrate the heritage of Black citizens into the history of Saint-Armand.
Alors, je tiens dans mes mains une pancarte qui était accrochée à côté du cimetière familial de la famille Luke, donc au Nigger.
By 1709, New France had begun to find those who helped slaves flee. It is obvious that there were many escape attempts. In the forest behind the church, there's a 25-foot deep ravine where people hid whenever the bells tolled. Less than an hour from...
Yeah, this is Nigger Rock. That's what they call it. Listen, if you think the slavery was only in the U.S., you're mistaken, sadly mistaken. Listen, this is Nigger Rock in Quebec, right? They had, you see the sign, it says Negro Cemetery next to the property of the Luke family. That's what he was saying.
Right.
This is right here. And why is it up for debate? Because Canada is, unlike the US that's boasting proudly about their involvement in slavery, Canada likes to sugarcoat and make it seem like they're the Switzerland of the Americas. Come to find out, they are as racist as the U.S. The only difference is that they do not have a Confederate flag. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Salaki, I always say this, you know what I mean? Like time, the longer time goes on, the more you're gonna see, all the evils that Canada did to blacks, Hispanics, and indigenous. Like that scripture that speaks on that there must be a falling away first, you know what I mean? Until that man of sin be revealed. And our oppressor is a devil wherever he goes on this earth. I don't care if he's in Canada, Africa, South Africa, Europe, wherever he is, he's a devil. You know what I mean? And the atrocities he's committed, they're going to come to light. I remember when Officer 5000 Oban, a prophet of God, when we first heard about some of those unmarked graves in the residential schools being coming out. Officer Oban said, there's going to be another 10,000 unmarked graves that pop up.
Right.
And, what did you see a year later? You know what I mean? Hundreds of thousands of unmarked graves all over Canada, coming to light. You know what I mean? And like I say, time goes on, you're just going to hear about more and more stories. You know what I mean? Some family's going to, come out publicly and write a book on their history of Canada. You know what I mean? So you're going to hear about shit you've never heard of. You know what I mean? Because that man of sin must be revealed. And he's being revealed. You know what I mean? Canada has committed so many atrocities. You know what I mean? Think about all the, there's some parts in history in Canada where, because there were so many black slaves running from their plantations in Canada, they run up north and they're just, they're freezing to death in the winter times. You know what I mean? They're being found in lakes because they just froze to death as they're trying to run from their oppressor. You're never gonna find their bodies. You know what I mean? You're never gonna hear their stories or find out what happened to them because they're buried some 20 feet under snow. You know what I mean? Like there's so much shit that's going on in Canada. It's absolutely disgusting. And especially, Montreal. Montreal's a famous place, for a lot of fuckery. You know what I mean?
Salaki. Salaki, I don't want. Salaki, I don't go.
So I just want to add this quick, like I'm saying, like there's something that was going on in Canada that I'm saying, like Canada keeps heating. I'm saying, like shout out to Zai, you might not know this. I'm saying, you might know. I'm saying, like about the slave from America escaping to Canada, right? But the thing that I'm saying that they don't teach also is the slave. I'm saying, coming to Canada, they're seeing like how it was harder in Canada than the U.S. They were fleeing Canada, going back to the U.S. You understand? So there's something that was going on in Canada that they keep hitting. But I'm saying, just like the scripture says, I'm saying, Revelation, the earth shall help the woman. All these things are gonna come to light, man. So
Yep.
Wow. I was just about to pull that precept too.
I'm saying,
Revelation 12 and 16, the earth shall help the woman. You know what I mean? All these things that the scientists they dig up, it's gonna help us with history. Gonna help us with the history, man. The woman is Jerusalem. The earth is what help us with the history. They're gonna dig up things that is gonna prove like all of these things that they're trying to hide and conceal. Things that these scientists dig up. That's crazy work. I was just thinking about that precept out here.
One mind, you know what I'm saying? You said we won West.
Damn right. Hey, so like I was gonna add, because I was gonna say exactly what Officer Adier said, as far as it was so bad that slaves were not only running to Canada, they were running away from Canada to the US. Like people think, oh, they're just running to Canada. Canada was a safe haven for slaves. No, I did a whole class on that. Slaves were fleeing from Canada to the US. They realized, well, you're a slave no matter where you go. And like Officer Sean once said, Montreal is a place where a lot of fuckery happens. Well, we had the most slaves in Canada. We're the main slave port. Like you see today, the port of Montreal, which is still like back in the days, a port where you bring in and you ship goods. It was the same during the colonial era, the same exact thing. You understand? And to add to what Al-Shashai once said, they're not gonna have bodies buried under 7 feet of snow. What happened is, come to find out, they were letting them freeze to death, and they were letting the animals such as the bears, the wolves, deal with the carcasses. Like, there is no better way than to get rid of a body. What the white man said, there's no better way to get rid of a body than to feed it to pigs. You know, they're gonna get rid of everything. Nobody's gonna look for someone eaten half to death by a bear or a wolf or whatever animal is gonna eat you in winter, before winter, after winter. They dispose of y'all. There's a whole story on how, till this day, right, they kidnap Native American Indians, Gadites. Out of spite, they drive them far off on a remote place in the middle of winter, and they just leave them there. Either after they beat them, so if they're women, after they rape them, and they leave them there to freeze to death. There's multiple stories. The police do that in Canada. They'll grab you, they'll drive you far away, they'll drop you here. Now, hey, they say, Lord be with you. Because why? The Bible says they have a perpetual hatred against us. They hated us from the beginning. From Genesis. Listen, when the Most High told the serpent that there will be an enmity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed. You understand? We were never supposed to be cohabiting next to one another. We're never supposed to be around one another. Like, these people are a hateful people. For no reason, you're going to take a distraught people and drive them far off just for them to freeze to death?
God.
How oppressive is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of? Salah.
Right.
Lucky, if I could get in here, you know what I mean? I wanted to add to something Adiar was saying, because a lot of times I feel like, you know, when we speak about our oppressor, you know what I mean? Like, we don't get in enough on the crimes he's committed. Like, when we say he's like so diabolical, like, ever since I've been in Windsor, I've only been here maybe like 2 years now, and I started looking into some of the history here, and it's like slaves were going to what they would call free states. So they're going to Chicago, they're going to Detroit, and it just so happens, you know, Windsor's in Canada. It's right across the border from Detroit. So what was a lot of slaves doing? They got to that free state in Detroit, and then they're finding, you know, refuge, or what they thought was refuge, inside of Windsor. So they're crossing the border, they're coming in Canada, and you know what I mean? They get to Windsor, and what were the citizens of Windsor doing? They were bombing the refuge places that these slaves were coming to.
Right.
And, you know, like Shiraxa was saying, like the earth shall help the woman. I have the newspaper saved. You know what I mean? I read the Maple Leaf newspaper. I think it was in 1869 or something like that. Like, I was, you know, I was taking, you know, pictures to make sure I could save this. I'm reading the newspaper, and in the goddamn newspapers, you know, they're talking about how, you know, they see a 250-foot cloud of smoke covering all of Windsor because they just got finished bombing, you know, like 500 Negroes, women and children. You know what I mean? Slaves didn't come to Canada and find refuge. They came to Canada and they got bombed. They were terrorized. You know what I mean? Some of them didn't get the chance to run back to the States. You came here and Europeans were unaliving you. You know what I mean? Like, the abuse that our oppressor has done to us, you know what I mean? It is astronomical. You know what I mean? We don't talk about it enough. And they tried to teach us as kids that, you know, the Underground Railroad was, you know, Canada's this place of the point for the Underground Railroad where they come to safety. You didn't come here and be safe. You came here and got terrorized.
You're right.
White Canadians were telling Southern slave owners, please do a better job, of keeping your slaves in order. We don't want them in Canada. They're running up to Canada by the masses. We don't want them up here. Do a better job in beating down your slaves. That the whole history that they taught us, is absolute garbage. And I don't know if they do it just to hide their evils. I don't know, you know what I mean? All their reasons behind everything. But what I do know is that he is a goddamn devil. He's a liar. He's a deceiver. You know what I mean? We can't trust any of his history. We damn sure can't trust his news stations. You know what I mean? This podcast we're doing is the greatest news station for our people. You know what I mean? Snuck, I'll pause there.
Okay. And before I move on, I just want to add one more thing, right? It was not just only during slavery, even during the Jim Crow era, when a lot of Black Southerners left up north, a lot of them came to Alberta. Like we brought this out one time. A lot of them came to Alberta because Alberta, they were giving away free land. But guess what? They were not expecting Black people. They wanted to give free land to Irish settlers, to the Italians, to some Eastern Europeans. None of them came to get the land. Who came? Black people who were fleeing from the Jim Crow South. They came. They got free land. We had a lot of Black farmers in Alberta. They got tired of niggas. They kicked them out. They made them flee from Alberta. Like, there's so much history. Canada don't want to be seen as hateful as the U.S. They're bigger junkies than the U.S. They are as racist as the U.S. What's the main difference? That most of the slaves were Native American. That's it. But it's the same exact history from Canada, France, the UK, the US, Central and South America, the Caribbean. Like, we could have a whole show to talk about the atrocities we went through on this half of the planet, in the Western Hemisphere. Like, I have a document about the atrocities that happened in the French colonies. You understand? Like, don't let me get started with this history, because we'll give you the history that you will not learn in school. None of us learn about Canadian slavery in high school, in preschool or whatnot. We learned that, well, the natives made some deals with the French settlers, then the loyalists came, and then it became British. That's it. That's really it. Come to find out, the French said about the Mohawk that they need to eradicate the Mohawk. The same people who should be the rightful owners of Montreal, the French came over here and said, we need to eradicate them, erase them from the planet. That's what they said. You understand? So what was the deal? Oh, precious, the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. And he is estranged from the womb. He lied from the beginning. The man lied from his dad's nutsack. You understand? Salakia.
And you know what I'm saying? I just want to add, I just trying to look, you know what I'm saying, the story that you was bringing out, Shai One, you know what I'm saying? And there's no mention of that story in the, you know what I'm saying, on Google. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they're saying like Windsor was like, you know what I'm saying, the good place, basically a good place for slaves, you know what I'm saying, like for the Underground Railroad, where, you know what I'm saying, the slaves will be safe and everything. It's safe haven, you know what I'm saying? That's how they call it.
Yeah, concept. I got the newspaper right in front of me right now. You got like 441 pages. I'll send that to you, sir.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The oppression that them devil the Bible speak of, man. You know what I'm saying? Listening to stories like this, and we've been lied to, like, you know what I'm saying, like joining everybody, multiculturalism and whatnot. Well, if it's about multiculturalism, like, why are you hiding my history? You know what I'm saying? If it's about love for everybody, like I'm saying, everybody should love, Black people should love everybody, we all should love, then why are you hiding my history? You know what I'm saying? Why are you hiding, you know what I'm saying, what you have done to me? Meanwhile, the Jewish man, nobody is able to speak about against the Jewish man. If we speak against the Holocaust, we might end up in jail in Canada. Meanwhile, you lying about what happened to me and my people.
Salakia, the one.
Man, God.
You know, on the license plates in Quebec, it says "Je me souviens," which means I remember. But you're hiding all of our history. How can we remember if you're hiding the history? That's on the license plates of Quebec. Oppressors, a goddamn devil. Salaki.
Absolutely right, man. Listen, when it came to history, I didn't know nothing about history in the world. I didn't know nothing until I came into the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
History made my head hurt. You know what I'm saying? Everything you read, African American. And it's like the words that they use all these words to hide the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like they mask it with these words, and you gotta go look up what this word means. Why do they use this? And why they say. And when I came into school, you know what I'm saying? I learned from brothers in the school, and they just gave it to me blood raw. And that's how I learned history, man. Like you can't learn history in the world trying to just read it on your own, because it's just, I mean, at least for me, I'm speaking for myself. It confused the hell out of me, man. It just gave me a headache.
The Captain Mashak made the class on dreads coming from East Indian. I said, well, damn. After rewatching the class like 3 times in the world, I cut my dreads right away. Salakia.
Yeah, I seen the picture with you with the dreads, man. You had some long dreads.
Yeah, I till this day I would have had the longest dreads in my family.
Right.
Diabolical. Listen, what she's saying is facts, right? What they call Turtle Island, which is North America, used to be Epstein's Island. The whole Western Hemisphere was Epstein's Island before Epstein's Island. Like I don't know if people like know this. I keep saying this, but y'all, people, whoever's listening, have to look it up. The Spanish crown told Christopher Columbus he's doing too much. Imagine the crown tell you, well, you're raping too much. What is too much? Already one should be too much. Say you're doing too much. You know, you're killing everybody. You're raping everybody. You're selling little girls to your crew. You're doing too much. But that's what you commissioned that, Salakia.
And this is why, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people think these elites, they will be prosecuted. They won't. You know what I'm saying? They won't, because that will mean every one of them has to be prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? The blonde dog, you know what I'm saying, in the White House, you know what I'm saying, the speaker, you know what I'm saying, that's speaking for Trump, she said if we you know what I'm saying, prosecute, you know what I'm saying, like everybody, you know what I'm saying, in the Epstein file, the government will crumble. The US government,
you're right,
you know what I'm saying, will crash. You understand? And that's why? Because it's their culture. You know what I'm saying? It's who they are. You know what I'm saying? And even your pastor, if your pastor was teaching the truth, he will tell you that Hebrew, you know what I'm saying, Hebrew chapter, you know what I'm saying, in the book of Hebrews in the New Testament, it tells you that Esau is an immoral beast. You know what I'm saying? Paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody more, you know what I'm saying, like that lacks morality more than Esau. You know what I'm saying? This is who they are, you know what I'm saying? Like from Columbus. And that's even, you know what I'm saying, before Columbus, from the Greeks and the Romans. You know what I'm saying? That's who they are. You know what I'm saying? There are people, you know what I'm saying, that's unalive others, rape others, eat others. You know what I'm saying? That's their culture. That's who they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's normal not to see that Trump in jail for being in the Epstein file. You know what I'm saying? It's who they are. It's all of them.
You know what I realize is that sometimes we have to do something like John Hyman, is help white people understand that not only your ancestors were slave masters, but your ancestors were on Epstein's Island before Epstein's Island. If you're white, your great-grandfather was on Epstein's Island. Your mother, your great-grandmother was on Epstein's Island. That's your history. Epstein's Island is nothing new. You are Epstein's Island.
Right.
You damn. You understand? You see what it said? The city is not the city without the people. Well, Epstein's Island is nothing without these pedophiles. It's not Epstein's Island without these pedophiles. You made up Epstein's Island. Your deviancy that was running rampant throughout the Americas during, like I said, during the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire. If you're white, it's in your blood. It's in your genes.
Right.
That Epstein behavior is your nature to be on Epstein's Island, Salakia.
You're damn right.
if I get add, if when Europeans came to North and South Central America, we don't talk about enough how much we civilized them as a people. You know what I mean? Like there was probably some Negro, looking at Europeans doing some LGBTQ shit, and we probably checked the shit out of them. You know what I mean? We're probably looking at them like, what the fuck you doing? Because they're coming over from Rome, and that's normal for them. You know what I mean? It's normal for a man to hug up and kiss up on a man. You know what I mean? Bathe with another man. You know what I mean? Whatever nonsense they're doing, that's natural to them. You know what I mean? It was natural for Romans to play with little boys, use them as sex toys. That's all over their culture. You know what I mean? They come to the North and South Central America, and all of a sudden the natives are teaching them, how to use the cocoa plant for dentistry. You know what I mean? They're showing them their different tools on, how to work on their teeth. You know what I mean? We're showing them different plants to use for medicine. We're showing them how to take a goddamn bath. You know what I mean? They can't even shower in their culture. You know what I mean? Like they came over here and we we civilized the hell out of them. You know what I mean? And they're sitting here, living with us and they're like, God damn, I can't just be free to be a pedophile. Everybody's gonna look at me like I'm weird. I can't be free to just touch a little boy. They're gonna look at me like I'm weird. You know what I mean? Because coming from Rome, that's what they did. It's in their history. That's all they were doing. You know what I mean?
Salakia the one. Y'all want to know what's the craziest part is that the oppressor adopted his culture from the Hamites, the Egyptians, Sodom and Gomorrah. But it's like, imagine stealing the culture of being a sexual deviant. Like he's a culture vulture. He stole and perfected deviancy. Damn. Imagine that. Like, what possessed you to be like, yo, this part of the culture I'ma steal? Like, what? Listen, from homosexuality to pedophilia to bestiality, all types of deviancy, they stole it and they perfected it. That's what the Bible says. Listen, the Bible says Esau is the most profane fornicator. It doesn't say Ham, even though they stole it from Ham. All these nations are disgusting and deviant, but one specifically is the final boss of deviancy, of depravity, is the Caucasian race. Yeah. That's crazy. Salakia. Damn.
So Salakia, bro, if I could say one more thing. There's a video going around. This just happened a couple days ago in Windsor. This European man inside of I think it's inside of Wendy's, sitting down at a table, and he has his fentanyl, just all over the fucking table. And, some man comes in there, checks the shit out of him, like, what the fuck you doing? A child, could touch this. You know what I mean? What if a child comes behind you, sits here, and digests this fentanyl? And this man's just sitting there like, nah, the children are good. Don't worry. These drugs aren't going to do nothing to them. Don't worry. And he's sitting there like they're just so proud. You know what I mean? Like, leave me alone. I just want to be a drug addict. What's the big deal? What's the big deal with fentanyl and strippers and child pornography? Just let me be who I am. You know what I mean? That's all they want to do in this kingdom. You know what I mean? But like I say, trying to, socialize and mix with the people who have such a, beautiful culture, you know what I mean? They can't help but feel shamed. You know what I mean? I can't think of how many times growing up, you know what I mean? I'm in a group of Benjamites checking the shit out of some white boy. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? We just look at them like they're weird ass people because they've always been deviants. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whether they're, Dave Chappelle making jokes about sticking a carrot up somebody's ass when they're sleeping, that's what white people do, man. You know what I mean? That's their culture. And we look at them, like they're so backwards. You know what I mean? We can't understand why you would be so fucked up, but to them, that's just who they are. You know what I mean? It's a lot.
I just want to do drug, dude.
It's like, listen, we're in the era where white people are unapologetically white. Want to do drugs and want to be deviants. It's like, why are you? It's like, listen, I'm not stopping you from being black. So why would you try to stop me from being white? And you're really showing that. Listen, you're showing the reason why you should not be allowed. You're showing the reason why you should be in chains. You need to be put in check.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean it's not a problem for you to just have fentanyl in front of everybody? I don't care what drug it was. It's not a problem. It's normal. It's the problem, white people. You need to be put in check. Every single nation will be put in check, but you specifically has to be put in check. Specifically, you can't be running rampant on the planet. Listen, thinking about this story, a couple of weeks ago, they tested shrimps in the waterways of the UK. Every single shrimp they tested were testing positive for cocaine.
Right.
It's like every single shrimp is high as hell. It's like, damn. Not even the animals are safe. The animals can't even rest peacefully. You have to listen. You're going to be put in check. The Lord will have to check the hell out of you. You should have stayed in the caves. And even then, I'm pretty sure I don't know what was going on in the caves, but I'm pretty sure that was I don't even want to think about it. Salakia. You can move on to the next one.
They aren't they? Their race is declining or something. You know what I mean? Their mortality rate is higher than they're giving birth. You leave Europeans alone, they'll go extinct by themselves. You know what I mean? They'll get AIDS, cancer. You know what I mean? They don't like women. They won't be making any babies. You know what I mean? Like, they'll go extinct on their own. They're a danger to themselves. It's a lot.
They'll make the babies. They'll just sleep the babies they won't eat and eat the babies they won't sleep with. That's going on right now. Damn. Salakia. And this is why, listen, good night. This is the people who call themselves the chosen people of God.
It's like, I thought they had dreadlocks at first.
Good night. What does scripture say? Isaiah, what is it, 14 and 16? Nobody will believe that this is the people how did you rule the earth? How were you able to rule the earth? Is this a nation that made kings tremble? Now, you mean that these people are the one who enslaved us? They look like they come straight out of the caves. Literally.
Right, yeah. Yep.
Like, the only thing that make you believe that, it's not a prehistoric era, because you see they have clothes on, they have hats, they have jeans, and you see someone is filming them from a car. So even then, I would still believe they're somewhere in the Caucasus Mountain and they stole those clothes from someone, from a dead body, after they eat it. I would not put it past them. This is a savage people, the most subtle beast on the face of the earth, Salakia.
And to anybody, like, matter of fact, let me give this to all you Arab, Iranian, like Persian, Palestinians, you're at war with them, right? But you could do something while you're at war with them that will destroy them. Is tell the truth about the real Jews. You understand? Do that. You understand? Like, that will destroy, the whole narrative. They're the chosen people. You want to hurt them for real? Bombs, yes, of course, the bombs will unalive people, but you really want to hurt them? bring out the truth of the history that, you know what I'm saying, because you all had us in slavery at one point in time. So bring all that archaeology, all the, you know what I'm saying, the receipts, all the history, you know what I'm saying, showing that black people are the real Jews. Hurt them that way. So like,
like, I can't believe this is the people that are ruling over us. Look at this white man. You could tell he has murderous intent. Like he's nothing but deviancy and death.
Can I snap it real quick?
What's that?
Can I snap it real quick?
Sure.
Like, it's a lot of knife for $60.
Yeah, nah, bro. Just come on back with that knife, bro. We ain't even selling that. I ain't no telling what the fuck you finna do, boy. You got down. Nah, bro. 660? No. 400.
Listen, I would not sell nothing to these people. You could tell he has evil intents.
Yeah.
Let me snap the knife. You see the movie? This man did a John Wick move with a knife. Damn. Salakia.
Can I snap it real quick?
What's that? Look at the look on his face. Damn. I don't know.
And they see a black man with a hoodie come in the store and they want to say, we're not selling you a knife. Right. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, he gets his knife. He looks like he's like envisioning stabbing 5 different people. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy the amount of propaganda they've used to, you know, paint us in a certain light. Like this is your gangster right here. This is your thug. You know what I mean? This is the murderer, the drug dealer of the earth. It's this man right here.
Yeah, the problem is we can't see it because we think that's Jesus.
Yeah,
right.
We think that's, you know, we think that's Paul and Peter and John. So we can't see it that this is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I mean? We've been, you know, we've been hypnotized, brainwashed to believe that these people are the people of the Bible. These people are the Jews. You know what I'm saying? These people are good. These suit and tie wearing, you know, these blonde hair, blue eye, long nose devils are the good people. We don't never racially profile them, but as soon as we see a brother with a hoodie on, like you said, we quick to say he got a gun or he got some drugs on him. Meanwhile, he got the hoodie on because he just likes to wear a hoodie, and he take that brother. You know, he come off, he take the hoodie off. He's just a regular brother. He's a nerd. He knows he's a scientist. He's a math wizard. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you know, this is who we got to racially profile. This animal right here.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Like, white people are safer in the ghetto. White people are safer around black people. You know how I know? Because when's the last time you heard about a black mass shooting, school shooting? Where was the black Epstein's Island? What are you talking about? I remember this clip, right? This white woman is asking her daughter, yo, if you get lost, we get separated, right? You have 2 options. I'm just paraphrasing because I forgot what they said. What would you do? She said, I'm looking for the tallest black man and I'm running to him. Then this devil making a reaction and he says, well, she's absolutely not incorrect. Statistically speaking, if she go to a white man, she's most likely going to get molested and killed. Right. She's safer with a black man. It's the white man saying that too. White man said this little white girl would be safer if she gets lost or separated from her mother, trying to find a black man that's most likely going to call the police, you know, to try and find her parents, than a white male. The white male is just going to, you know, molest her and kill her afterwards. That's like, well done. The devil knows his people. You know, he's not denying it. Salakia. White people need to be profiled. That's what they need to be. You understand?
Yeah. We look at them like they heroes and they're the villains of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And we look at them like they're heroes. Why? They're the police officers. They're the firefighters. They're the doctors, lawyers, judges. So we look at them like they're the heroes, but meanwhile they're the villains of the earth.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
And so like we have like 2 more clips, you know, just to bring back to what Officer Sharatas has said earlier, and that we were talking about. Everybody's watching us. And listen, I brought this out yesterday in our class. This is proof that even the devil, he's not saying it verbatim, but he's telling you that I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General Yahanna is the home of the truth. You will understand why I'm saying this.
I don't understand, and you're very discouraged in the United States from asking this question for some reason. It's a foundational question, but I just want to get to the point that forms the basis of this whole conversation, which is who has a right to the land.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And Yahweh shall bring you into Mitzrayim, Egypt again with ships.
We can stop it right here. But did y'all hear what he said?
God.
Did y'all hear? He said Yahweh. He didn't say Yahweh. He didn't say Jehovah. You understand? He didn't say Yeshua. He said Yahweh. Nobody says Yahweh outside the I.S.U.P.K. Not even fake Israelites.
Right.
The one man says Yahweh, Mitzrayim, Matazarayim. Shalom. He just told you that I.S.P.K is the home of the truth. Just like you didn't believe black people were in the Bible until Russia exposed it, maybe now you will listen to us because the white men told you to. Right.
No, you right on it, Barack. That's who they listen to, the white man. They don't want to hear it from us.
I need to play that again. That's golden. The man said Yahweh.
I don't understand, and you're very discouraged in the United States from asking this question for some reason. It's a foundational question, but I just want to get to the point that forms the basis of this whole conversation, which is who has a right to the land.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And Yahweh shall bring you into Mitzrayim, Egypt again with ships.
Listen, the white man just told you the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. That's what he said. You understand? Salaki.
You're right. He must have been watching YAHANNA or Commanding General Yahanna, or he just knows the Paleo Hebrew, and you know what I'm saying, the right pronunciation. I mean,
even in that Tucker Carlson interview, you know what I mean, like the generals brought it out so heavy, like he's using I.S.U.P.K talking points. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's like Tucker Carlson damn near watched, you know, hours of our camp speakings and said, "Oh, let me hold this devil to this point." You're not gonna have an answer for it. You know what I mean? Like the whole earth is watching I.S.U.P.K videos. You know what I mean? You'd be dumb not to. Christ said, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free," because the truth is the most powerful thing on the earth. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you listen to the I.S.U.P.K? We're the home of the truth. You know what I mean? We have the answer to every solution on this earth. You know what I mean? You can't argue with our talking points. You can't argue with anything we say. You know what I mean? What's another verse? It says, you know, Isaiah said, you know, read from the book of the Lord. You know what I mean? Paraphrasing, because no other, you know, can meet its mate. You know what I mean? The Bible is the only book or source of information you need on this earth. You know what I mean? That's why it's the most sold book on this earth. You know what I mean? This book that we have is such a treasure to us. You know what I mean? And the whole world would be stupid not to want this knowledge. You know what I mean? Salakia.
And to all you Christians, there's a reason why, you know what I'm saying, like they don't bring you to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. You know what I'm saying? They don't bring you to Obadiah. They don't bring you to certain type of books in there, you know what I'm saying, different type of books in the Bible. Is because, you know what I'm saying, you will realize that it's talking about Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, your Christian preachers, you know what I'm saying, they lie on the Bible. They're following what the white men told them to say. Meanwhile, those white men, those elite preachers, you know what I'm saying, like those head of, you know what I'm saying, like those religion, they know that this Bible is for us. They
Right.
know that these verses speak about us. You know what I'm saying? They know it's about you, but they're gonna tell your preachers, you know what I'm saying, not to let them know. Don't use that. Don't preach that. You know what I'm saying? Preach exactly. Love everybody. Preach that Jesus was white. Preach that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jesus came for everybody and all of, you know what I'm saying, Trinity, all this garbage. Meanwhile, they, you know what I'm saying, like they know exactly they are wrong. But your Christian preachers, your black Christian preachers, you know what I'm saying, they have a job to do is tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? But they won't tell the truth because they need they want the money. They love money. They're greedy dogs. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Bible says, they are greedy dogs. You know what I'm saying? They cannot bark. You know what I'm saying? But those white elites, they know exactly the Bible is for you. It is about you. So like
Kyle. And Tucker Carlson better be, you know, like the thing with Tucker Carlson is that I'm gonna say he, you know, we know what happened with journalists when they bring out the truth about black people. You remember what happened with Gary Webb? Gary Webb exposed that white people are putting crack in the neighborhood. Well, Tucker Carlson is doing something very similar, but on a bigger level. He's telling the real Jews are black, Latinos, and Native. And the other white man said, Yahweh shall bring the people back to Mitzrayim. He didn't even say Egypt. The man said Mitzrayim. Like, listen, the white man is tuning into class to give you the truth. What we said earlier, the earth shall help the women. That's exactly the greatest example right here. And they're telling you, all you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native, the real biblical Israelites, you need to come to class. The I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth. It is that safe haven, that sanctuary is prophesied in Ezekiel, 16 and 11, or 11:16, Salakia. You understand? Better come to class before it's too late, man. Salakia. We have 2 more clips before we end the show. This is the proof that Donald Trump is a pedophile and he was on Epstein's island. Salakia.
You know about sexual predators and things like that. I mean,
You are one.
All right, I was going to say that, but it's true. You know.
Did you see his face? This man was flattered of being called a child molester.
And Salakia, that's his daughter next to him, right?
I think so, yeah. Damn. That was in 2006.
Hey, she clowned him on the show, man. She said, "You are one."
She said, "Dad, they're talking about you."
Talking about you.
Yo, this man, he
like, yeah,
the look on his face.
Right. And his face like, yeah, you're right. You can say that. Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Right. You could say, I'm somewhat of a connoisseur.
Right.
Like his wine tasting.
Yeah.
I dabble in that.
I tasted the forbidden fruit. So,
damn.
Right.
You know, like, listen, if you did not, but listen, I made a video yesterday, right? About apparently Trump saying Iran apologized. I'm saying, no sweat. What are you gonna apologize? Are you gonna apologize to the victims that you assaulted on Epstein's island? Some white man went in the comments going ballistic. He's like, don't talk about my president like that. Don't you dare talk about. I say, you're protecting a pedophile. Man went ballistic. Don't you dare talk about my beloved president like that. I don't give a damn. Like, and you're gonna be the same white man complaining about the right race is dying because of black and Latinos. Meanwhile, y'all making babies to put on a plate or in the bed to assault them. Listen, you're the reason the white race is dying because, again, you sleep with the babies you're not eating and you eat the babies you're not sleeping with. Go check yourself in the mirror, man. You know, Salakia. Your president is the reason why the right race is dying. Yeah.
Hey, Barack, they brainwashed just like, black people, Bishop Eddie Long's congregation, man.
Right.
Damn right.
Don't talk about my bishop.
Don't talk about my pastor. Your pastor's molesting all the kids if he's not sleeping with your wife.
Right.
Damn. But we have our episode of white peopling, really more so of why you should not do what white people do, because this is what happens when you do what white people do. Horrible stuff. You probably risk your life. Like, imagine white people are so bored. That's why they need to be checked, because they influence the world of doing dumb shit like this, as we're about to see.
get this selfie in history books immediately, right next to dumbest use of free will of all time, or fuck around and find out. Because, I mean, look at Leopard. You can see it in his eyes, like, does he not know who she fucking with? There's not no zoo. Even in a zoo, you be wilding. You in the elements. That's a ski. You in the wilderness. Are you crazy? Martin Van, you got shit. Death, and she lucky she didn't die. Because Red Bull nowhere in sight, but guess what? She almost got took up top. She was bleeding for eyes, everything. Because let me tell you, he ain't knew this. He true this. Or maybe it's she. I can't tell from this picture, but I know one thing. You was almost no longer with us. Almost got sent to the upper room. And I tell you right now, God, Buddha, whatever you believe in, would have been looking at you like, what the fuck? I mean, that's a leopard. Do you not watch no nature documentaries growing up? Crazy? It's not even eating her. It's just standing over the top like, hold on. She need to learn her lesson. Give it a little bit more time. Shorty leaking from her face, son. I mean, I don't know what the aftermath has been, but I mean, goodness gracious. Oh my days. Are you crazy? Then look, see in the Clyde groove and vibe is fine in the snow. Like, yeah, fuck with me if you got you a killer and somehow you thought you was Cinderella. But like, even in the Jungle Book movies, this nigga was bad. Like not a nice animal to humans. Because we probably been poaching them for forever. But it's like, you get that close, it's like, no, hold on. You really disrespecting me? I'm swole but mighty. Dickhead, what the fuck?
Listen, that's if you think you're gonna do the same thing white people do, this is what happened. I don't know if you see. Well, I have to replace. She was leaking from the face. You see her face right now, it became red. she thought she was white. That's the influence white people have over the planet. You think you're gonna adopt like a hyena, a chimpanzee? Have you seen the damage that the white woman got from adopting a chimpanzee?
Oh, and I saw that. It ate her face. You talking about the one that ate her face?
There's a lot of them. There's one that's famous. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Listen, white people, listen, the animals will tell you who the devil is. The animals don't abide by no laws. They say, damn, listen, hey, shalom. Look at them. Damn.
She had captivity.
Yeah. He said, listen, hey, shalom. The orcas are killing white people because they're in aquariums. What's what's the thing on Netflix? Tiger King? Tiger King. What is it on Netflix? There's a sodomite that had a tiger somewhere in Florida. This man had a zoo in Florida. Then I look at the face of this thing. I had to extra zoom in. Damn. This is worse than a pit bull attack.
Good.
Damn. And you're still alive. Listen, this is what. Oh, good night.
And Salaka, you know what I hate about the you know what I'm saying, when these things happen? It's like, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna unalive the animal. You know what I'm saying? Like, why unalive the animal? You know what I'm saying? Like, the animal is just reacting, you know what I'm saying, to what he knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he knows, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna attack and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they want to unalive the animal, like, you know what I'm saying, it's his fault. Like, it's your fault, like, trying to enslave and put the animals in captivity. It's your fault, not the animal's fault.
Good night.
Leave that animal in the wild, and nothing bad will happen to you. You won't be like to get chewed up by the animals. So like it.
Right.
And even in the wild, don't get close to them. That Chinese woman learned the hard way that this is what when you want to act white, it doesn't end right.
They're like kitty cat. You know what I mean? They're like kitty cat. So like,
you see the face? Like, look at the look on the face of that leopard.
So like, you know, they wear that Hello Kitty. You know what I'm saying?
It's not Hello Kitty. You know, I feel bad for the leopard. He's like,
you need to get that patent, man. You need to get that patent, man. You want to act white, it's not going to end right.
This is a shirt. This is a shirt. I need to rewatch all our shows and think. We be coming up with shirt ideas all the time. You know, you want to act right, it won't end right.
That'll be a good T-shirt.
And put a face.
Put a face. Put a face. The before and the after. You understand?
Right.
But we're at the time we're about to end the show again. Another successful episode of the greatest show in Canada after Black Watch under commanding General YAHANNA, 1 West Ground Zero, as usual, hosted by Officer 1000 Adiyar, Officer 1000 Sharataza, Officer 1000 Shawan, and myself. The host doing the most, as usual, Officer 500 Baraki Allah. If you want to act white, it ain't going to end right. With that said, Israel, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, but she's like the.
We have a gift that nobody can see, that was handed over to us to do something amazing. Take the gift, man. Take the gift. Take the gift, man. And let the Most High work in you to do something you have never believed.
I ain't even impressed what you expect. You see this shit? Hold on, there's 1 West on my chest.
1 West world. That's it.
Fuck a street code, let a priest love. No stain, great Dane with the leash off. I ain't nothing of this world, I need a respawn. I just know they wish that I would stop, but I keep going. These fringes on my calf like a tube sock. I used to stuff the loose ones in my shoebox. And we came a long way from the curbside. Now we looking from the top from a bird eye. And I can't leave my brother on the battlefield. Lord, let the hell rain, we gon' see who real. And you know they gon' hate when they see a plate. So imagine what they doing for $250,000. And we really the only ones going to war. You niggas just be talking like y'all won the war. I made love to this truth and there's no divorce. My Spanish mommy call me Poppy like a corner store. Let me show you how to do it. City living by the word, I think it's time he proved. I think you better use your head before you fucking lose it. And say the acting for the camera, this is not a movie. I pray to God I don't fall off. I ain't nothing like y'all. Niggas think they slime, cut their head off a python. Blame me for my outlook, never counted the lookouts. The world said I wasn't shit, but look how I turned out. Not so bad, huh? Why you mad, huh? We go hard, but go harder for the have-not. Listen, when that oil hit your leg, then you can't stop. Your feet better hit the ground running, this shit bedrock. Man, we tried to put him on, but he sleep. Waking up the people, that's the job for a priest. Hopped out the wheel, fringes swinging like a pendulum. You heard of the tribes, where the fuck you think they get it from? Look, I'm a soldier, get the order, then I get it done. Got some big shit to split the water, make these niggas run. Why you hurt? If I told the truth, then I showed you love. Let me prove it, wanna move right, let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to do it. City living by the word, I think it's time he proved. I think you better use your head before you fucking lose it. And say the acting for the camera, this is not a movie.
Don't step over the line though. Everybody, anybody, it's up for everybody. And that's not I got bigger fish to fry. I got people to say it. I ain't even on a rap, so I already beat the rap shit.
The I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're 1 West.